You know, concrete work is one of those jobs where you really have to have a strong back and a weak mind. It's not really that bad. One of the things that makes it a little bit easier is using a concrete hole. See these holes in here? That allows you to be right down there in the mud. That works back and forth, and the holes help in the mixing. See the stuff going through the holes there? I've come across something else that I think is really great in the way of a mixer. You put your concrete in here, and when you get the right amount of water in there, all you have to do is roll it around. You see those fins in there? That's what does the mixing. This also has another feature I think is great. It tells you here that if you got a 60-pound bag of concrete, you need 3 quarts of water. And this is a measuring cup right here, so you can get the exact right amount, get it all mixed up with about 30 seconds of rolling around on the ground, and it's nothing like this job over here, which I better get back to. Now that we got the concrete all mixed up, we're going to transfer it over to this farm. Now you probably wonder why I've got a little bitty farm like this. Well, we have been able to put an entire walk together in our backyard with leftover concrete. Every project ends up with a little bit left over, and so with having this farm ready, I've been able to make stepping stones. Today though, we're going to use it as a mini job to show what tools you need and how to use these different tools. For example, the scraping tool that I'm using actually has another use, and that is, it's called a float. It's for smoothing the concrete. Now the next tool that I'm going to use, it's called a screed. It may look like a leftover 2x4 to you, but for our project it is a screed. Now obviously that's not really very smooth, so what we will do next is to take one of these smoothing tools, and as I said, this is called a float, and you float it across the top here. Now, one of the things that you want to do is don't float too long. When you get it to a glossy look like this, where it looks like water on the top, it's probably time to stop for just a little bit, let some of that aggregate go back down in there. You can see that that gives you a fairly smooth finish. This is a wooden float here, and it gives you a less smooth finish, which is probably good when it's going to be a walk or something that could be dangerous if it's real slippery. The next tool I want you to see is this one. It's called an edger. And if you go along the edge of any kind of a concrete project like this, whether it be a walk or steps or patio, you can see that this leaves a curved edge. Another tool is one that's called a joiner. There we go. And what that does is, if there is any kind of stress, any movement, where it would tend to crack the concrete, instead of it cracking across like this or like that, it's going to crack right here. So it's going to give you a nice smooth crack, makes your project look good for a longer period of time. You know, one other thing you might want to do, and that is take the broom and go across while the concrete is still wet. As you can see, this takes away the smoothness on there, and that's a good thing. In case it's wet, it could be slippery and you don't want to fall and break something. And we've showed you some tools that are very easy to use and fairly inexpensive, but they're going to give your concrete job a more professional look. It's going to last longer. You're going to love it.